Today, we're going to look at how Profit can be used by enterprise productivity teams to tackle massive challenges and pursue really ambitious goals. The OKR methodology has seen rapid adoption by some of the world's biggest companies, and Profit was created to equip a global customer base with a complete solution that just transforms the way you collaborate and drive growth. The cloud era has equipped teams with a variety of tools that allow them to do their job at a breakneck pace, and continuous evolution gives people a constant stream of new and improved ways of doing things. And it falls on the shoulders of the enterprise productivity team to shepherd massive organizations through this process without any interruption. And this is no small feat, and the enterprise team faces a variety of challenges in doing this. Firstly, they need to keep pace with a rapidly changing tech ecosystem. The leadership needs to be able to have complete visibility of large teams to ensure the vision is recognized at every level of the organization. They need to be able to connect thousands of people. Security risks are an inevitable part of the playing field, and the EPE team needs to ensure that organizations aren't vulnerable to these attacks. They also have to ensure that talented people can be operating on all cylinders with zero interruptions. And finally, they need to ensure that leadership is able to monitor multiple levels of employees and ensure that ambitious goals are met without any slippage. To help EPE teams tackle this, Profit was built on a tried and tested process that Andy Grove pioneered back when he was the CEO of Intel. And we do this with a simple formula. Firstly, we make it incredibly easy for you to create OKRs and align them with various members of your team. OKRs aren't just another task management solution, they're a way for you to bring people under a single vision and hold every level of the organization accountable while you do it. Secondly, Profit does an incredible job of equipping leadership with incisive reports. Are people setting ambitious goals? Are there massive projects being forgotten? Can we jump higher next quarter? Profit gives you comprehensive insights to allow you to make really well-informed decisions. Finally, we do our best to make it easy for your team with integrations with the biggest software packages out there. We want to give users the freedom to experience the benefits of OKRs without really forcing them to update yet another screen. All of this so that you can enhance productivity and improve connectivity. To illustrate this point, let's take a look at an example. The cloud operations team at a SaaS company is looking to simplify their infrastructure, and one of the ways they hope to do this is by reducing the number of data centers by 25%. As you might imagine, this is a massive undertaking and requires quite a few teams to work together. The program management team will coordinate the process of closing a few data centers. The cloud infrastructure team will be responsible for migrating the services. And within the infra team, the database ops group will take care of preparing, testing, and executing data migration. We're going to use Profit to coordinate this entire effort and ensure every person has clear visibility of the dependencies and the overall project progress. For this demo, we're going to assume that the rest of the team has already added their objectives and key results, and really the final piece of the puzzle is the database team, who, as I mentioned, needs to migrate these services. Now, let's go through the process of creating that OKR in Profit. When you first log in, you'll automatically land on the All My OKRs page, and you might be a part of a variety of departments and levels, and this page gives you visibility of your responsibility in each of these groups. Now, the cloud infrastructure team, headed by Nancy, has already created the OKR to decrease the number of data centers. So we just want to go ahead and take this key result, to migrate 20 services, and assign it to the database team who is going to manage this process. So we can go in and edit this key result, assign it to them, and we'll prompt this to create a new objective. Now that the objective has been assigned to the database team, I've jumped into Bob's account and he's the database manager. And here you can see that objective. And Now it's time to go ahead and create a new key result. While it's probably easier to just go in and quickly type in the name of the key result, we can also use a step-by-step guide, which is extremely useful for folks who are new to the concept of OKRs, as it kind of walks you through the various concepts. There are a few types of targets that can be set. Sometimes you're trying to increase something, sometimes you're decreasing it, and other times you're maintaining a certain level. In this case, we're just tracking how far we've gotten towards our goal of preparing a migration script. And so we're going to just select the percentage subtract. We'll name this prepare migration script. Next, we'll choose the target date, which is going to align with our objective. Any other context that's necessary, I think we're good for now. We're going to handle this key result so we don't have to assign it to anybody else. And finally, we get to choose when we want to check in for this particular key result. If you have the mobile app enabled, you'll get automated reminders when it's time to make an update. Now, once this OKR is created, you might want to understand how it fits into the bigger picture. By going into this top-down alignment view, you'll have complete visibility of the role you play in the VP of Operations' ultimate goal of simplifying infrastructure. And you can see this across all of your objectives and key results. Once your OKRs are all set up, aligned, and ready to go, you have a couple of places you can go to manage the check-ins and the updates. If you're in your home page, you'll go to your list of OKRs and you can just drag the slider to make any updates. There's also a page called To Do that'll show you any pending check-ins that are about to be due for an update. And you can, again, drag the slider. It'll show you your progress towards your ultimate goal, and you can indicate how close you are to being complete through the status. As we already mentioned, one component that makes Profit really easy to use is its integration with other platforms. With Jira, for example, there are two ways for you to access OKR information through the platform. One approach would be to install it under My Apps, and you'd be able to log in directly to Profit and update your OKRs here. Another way that Profit is integrated with Jira is if you click on any story, you'll be able to go to the side panel, go to OKRs, and either find an existing key result that can be linked to this one, or create a new one. Once this is created, all you have to do to update this key result is to update the related story by marking it as done. The last thing we'll talk about are the dashboards and reports that are available to you in Profit. The company dashboard, for example, gives you a full view of the organization's OKR progress. You'll be able to track OKRs by department, by status, and let's say that you want to understand which OKRs in your team are at risk. You can hover over the pie chart, click on that section, and you'll be able to see which of the OKRs need to be monitored more closely. Then there's also this department heat map, where you can view progress based on specific departments with OKRs below. Finally, we'll take a look at the OKR progress report. This shows you a projection of your OKRs based on your target date and a display of how much progress has been made so far. As you can see, Profit has a variety of features that you can use to rise above challenges that every EPE team faces. By defining your OKRs, establishing the right connections, you're able to stay on top of an entire team and track collaborative progress towards an incredibly ambitious goal.